this is Mrs. Taylor, and as promised, I'm doing a video on how and what Schoology looks like. So as I told you, two important things. Focus is our grade book. You click on this. Once your child logs in, your child can also see their grades. It's an icon, and this is our grade book. And as I told you before, I grade frequently, so usually they're up to date. If you see a 0, it's because I didn't get the assignment. Okay. What I want to talk to you today about is Schoology and how you can use Schoology. So when your child signs on My SDMC SSO and they use their user ID and password, they're not going to have as many icons as I have, but they're going to have these icons that are important. Focus is one of them, Schoology is the other. You click on Schoology. And what's going to happen is their courses are going to be listed. Mine is going to list all of my different math courses that I teach and the things that I have here. So I'm going to click on one of my courses. So as you know, I teach regular math, inclusion math, and I also have accelerated math. So I'm going to click on one of the classes so that you can see what it looks like. So once your child selects their math course, for instance, this is what this class is going to see. So the first folder they see are problems of the week. I call them POWs. We do those, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. We do those in class, and if your child's absent, they are expected to make up the problems of the week for the day that they missed. If they click in here, they'll see that it says POW, week of, and whatever the week is, and that's the problems of the week that they would make up. Or I'll tell them in class what they're missing. Here's where I just want to give you an overview of what you see. So here's the weekly folder. So this is the week of 8/23, and then I'll put the next folder on top. Once this week is done, I put it in this folder, previous week's lesson. So I keep those in there if students need to go back and look at videos or assignments. Here are the chapter notes, right? By chapter, they're listed. Here are where the textbook pages are. Here's where the textbook pages are in Spanish. And then any other resources in my welcome folder are down here. I have a lot of other important resources here, including the textbooks there as well. So I'm going to click on what your child should do. So the problems of the week are the bell work. They do those in class, okay? And I'm going to click on this week's folder. So every teacher pretty much has their folder set up the same way. There is a weekly checklist. When you click on the weekly checklist, it's going to be a PDF file. That weekly checklist will show you what the child will be doing all week. And for the most part, unless I have to change it because let's say we need to spend an extra day on something, it's going to pretty much list what the standards are, the key vocabulary that we're going to be doing. This is a good thing to maybe even print so that you can see what your child will be doing during the week. So as you can see, Monday they were graphing ordered pairs. I list what the homework assignment is. Here's Tuesday, they had a quiz in this particular class. I show what the grading is. I show when it's due. So you see, this shows an overview, including what the homework is for the whole week. So I'm going to go back. All right, so that's the week at a glance. It's a good thing to print out. Then you see you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday folders. I have a folder for extra instructional support. And again, I put the textbook pages. So I know things happen. And like I said, if they lose the pages, they're there. They can do the work on paper. Or if you allow them to print with a printer at home, that's great too. All right, so let's say, for instance, that it's Thursday the 26th. Your child would go to that particular folder and they would click on it. And this is what you're going to see pretty much for every single lesson. It's an overview, basically, what am I teaching? So this was a lesson on multiplying fractions. Notice I have a video folder, I have a notes folder, and then here the homework is listed. The puzzle piece they do not have to do. That was only for our online learners when I was teaching online learning. So you could see, if I click on the video folders, there's going to be various videos. If it's my video, it will say Mrs. Taylor. Sometimes the video are part 1 and part 2, but it's me actually teaching the same lesson as if they were in class. And then I also provide extra support videos should they need it. So I'm going to go back to Thursday. Notes for the lesson. If they click on that, they're going to see notes here for multiplying with the whole number and also multiplying fractions with a whole number, multiplying fractions with fractions. I'm going back to the lesson. Maybe. There we go. And then you see this little pencil piece? This is where the homework icon is. Sometimes you have to click on it. So if I clicked on it, you would see the same thing. If for some reason there's a worksheet attached, it would be attached, but I also included, for the most part, for most of these, I also included the individual pages. So again, if they lose the pages, that's where they are. But it does list what the homework assignment is. So if your child forgets to write down their homework, or they didn't take a picture of the homework in class, just know that they have all of this available to them. And every single day is pretty much set up with what they're going to be doing. So here's the whole week. Notice it's set up by day, and every teacher will be doing the same thing. So this is just one of the many ways that we're trying to help your child, support your child, and also know, as I mentioned before in my previous video, I am here in the mornings. Your child already has a pink pass that allows them to get into my classroom. Never on a Thursday because I'm in a meeting every Thursday. But if your child struggles, please have them come see me. I'd be glad to work with them. And again, thank you for all of what you do to help support us in the classroom. Thank you very much.